Demonology, the study of demons, their nature and their roles in human affairs, has roots that stretch back to some of the earliest civilizations. Its origins are not confined to one particular culture or religious tradition, but instead emerge from humanity's long-standing efforts to explain the unseen forces and misfortunes of the world. Here's an overview of its historical development. Ancient beginnings. Mesopotamia and Egypt. Early records from ancient Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq, reveal a belief in a wide array of supernatural beings. People in these cultures often attributed misfortune, disease, or unexplained natural events to the influence of malevolent entities. In Mesopotamian texts, demons were sometimes invoked as causes of illness or as protectors against evil spirits, reflecting a complex view in which supernatural forces could be both harmful and, paradoxically, helpful when properly appeased. Similarly, in ancient Egyptian culture, a rich tapestry of deities and lesser supernatural beings populated their religious beliefs. While many Egyptian gods were benevolent or neutral, there were also malevolent spirits and demons responsible for chaos and disorder. Rituals and spells were often employed to ward off these dark forces. The Greek influence. The term demon comes from the Greek word daimon, which originally did not have the exclusively evil connotation it has today. In classical Greek thought, a daimon was more akin to a spirit or a guiding force that could be benevolent, neutral, or even malevolent depending on the context. Philosophers like Plato saw daimons as intermediaries between the divine and mortal realms, a concept that later influenced other cultures' perceptions of such entities. Jewish and early Christian developments. Jewish traditions. Within ancient Jewish writings, especially in texts outside the canonical Hebrew Bible, such as the Book of Enoch and other intertestamental literature, stories emerged of angels who fell from grace. These narratives detailed how certain divine beings rebelled and became corrupted, transforming into demons who now acted in opposition to the will of God. This idea of a cosmic struggle between good and evil began to shape later demonological thought. Christian demonology. As Christianity developed, demonology took on a more defined role within its theological framework. Early Christians adopted and adapted many of the existing ideas about supernatural beings, now framing demons as inherently evil entities working against God. This period saw the emergence of structured classifications and hierarchies of demons, a trend that became especially pronounced during the medieval era. Influential texts such as the Malleus Maleficarum, the Hammer of Witches, exemplify how demonology was used to interpret and often justify the persecution of those believed to be in league with demonic forces, such as during witch hunts in Europe. Broader cultural contexts. Islamic demonology. In Islamic tradition, while the demon is not always used in the same way as in Christian texts, there is a rich tradition concerning supernatural beings. The Quran and Hadith describe jinn, beings created from smokeless fire with free will. Some jinn are benign, while others can be malevolent, and their characteristics sometimes overlap with those found in other demonological traditions. This has contributed to a broader, cross-cultural discourse on supernatural evil. Medieval to modern perspectives. Throughout the Middle Ages, demonology was closely linked with religious orthodoxy and the governance of society. The fear of demonic influence underpinned many legal and social practices, particularly during periods of intense religious fervor. In the modern era, however, academic and scholarly approaches to demonology tend to focus more on its cultural and historical significance rather than on the literal existence of demons. Today, demonology is studied within disciplines such as anthropology, religious studies, and folklore, offering insights into how human societies conceptualize and cope with the unknown. Conclusion. In summary, the origins of demonology are as diverse as the cultures that contributed to its evolution. From the protective and punitive spirits of ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt, through the philosophical interpretations of the Greeks, to the complex theological debates in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, the study of demons reflects humanity's ongoing attempt to understand the forces, both seen and unseen, that shape our world. Over time, what began as a means to explain misfortune and chaos evolved into a structured body of thought that continues to influence literature, art, and cultural studies today.